welcome back. This is part 2 of revision.
Of revision.
And Nic has taken us down a really prickly path about revising a book
Yeah.
that she's co-writing with somebody else. So imagine the complexities of that.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, co-writing, we need to really do an episode on co-writing because it's been such a pleasure. Like it really has, but there
Mhm.
are some real like pitfalls to it as well. I mean,
Potholes, crevasses. Yeah.
I mean, I would love to have my writing partner back and like we can talk about the actual process once we get out of this woods that we're in right now. Cause I don't know if he even likes me at this point. Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
So I made the error of, and I don't know if it was an error. I mean, it's not an error because it's beautiful. It's beautifully written. But I took upon my own character to have a conversation with another character, which is my partner's character in the manuscript. And it's deep in, it's like on page 149. So we're deep in the novel at this point. And I have this conversation with a character and it's information she doesn't have.
Yes.
So what do you do with that? Like how do you unravel that? So now we have to figure out where she found out this information, how she found out this information, um, and is the other character okay that she has this information? So that was tricky. It's kind of like blowing someone's surprise party. Like, oh, you're having a birthday party tomorrow. I am. Oh, oops! I forgot it was a surprise. And then we had to have a serious conversation about like, was it okay that we revealed this here? Because that was another issue too. Because was this a secret that my writing partner wanted to drag out for longer? Was this supposed to be part of the climax? And now I've revealed it kind of in the mushy middle. So that was another like it was just we had to have a conversation that we weren't expecting yesterday. We were kind of thinking that we were just going to have this really like kind of quick, we had jotted down some things we wanted to talk about and, work on revision together, line by line, because there was some lines we wanted to work out together. We love the synchronicity of our chapters that they kind of flow into each other. Like his character will say, oh, my stomach hurts. And then she opens with, oh, my stomach hurts. So like, we love that about them because they're twins. And we try our best to keep it as organic as possible. And it just kind of flows and keeps that groove going. So that was like one of the things we wanted to work on yesterday too. And unfortunately, it all got kind of blown out of the water. But I think that's normal with revision. I think once we open the hood and you start working and you're like in there and you're tinkering and changing things, it's kind of like when you take your car to the mechanic and you're like, oh, I came for an oil change and I left with a new muffler.
While we're at it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you've experienced that before. I'm sure you've experienced that before.
No, because I don't co-write books with anybody.
But I'm sure you experienced that with revision. I mean,
yeah, we are sort of in throes of co-writing something, but after this, I think maybe we might just drop that because,
you don't want to work with me. I promise I'm not this difficult. No, honestly, like after we had that conversation too, and we discussed like the where I took the conversation and how I brought that out. Like we talked about how beautiful that was, and it was such a beautiful moment. Like we both kind of had tears in our eyes, and we were just like it was so beautifully unveiled. And he was like, I think that she maybe knows, and we have to figure out how she knows. And then then she, talks to her brother about it. And it's going to be beautiful. And so it's just a matter of planting that seed previously. But I don't know. It was just interesting because I honestly didn't even think twice about it when I wrote it. And I was like, oh, maybe I need to put a little more thought when you're co-writing something with someone else, like send a text and like, I'm thinking about writing this scene with this situation. What do you think?
Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good.
But I know, I mean, we have always been like so communicative, and that's part of like being a writing partner is, you know, especially during the revision, because there's such minor tweaks. We've had like big meetings where we brought the manuscript and we tore it apart and we discussed like what needs to change. And I mean, a big change with my character, and we've talked about this in previous episodes, is that her personality needed to change. And like, I wanted her voice to be different. I wanted her why to be different. I wanted her motivation, which is part of the why, but like,
yeah,
she just needed a lot of revision, a lot of revamping.
And we also talked about this. I'm going to go back and look and see what episode we talked about it in. That you loved his character, which was the boy, and you had the girl, and your girl was feeling you were feeling she was a bit bland there towards the end.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna up somebody's blandness, it might actually affect the relationship that character has with anybody else in the story.
Yeah, right? I know.
And unless the character makes a conscious decision to say, from this point forward, I am never going to let anybody badmouth me again, then you might be able to get away with it, or treat me like that, or say those things, or I'm not going to put up with, I don't know, whatever the decision is. So
yeah,
if you're curious to see how how Nic's character grew in the middle of the last revision, come back for part 3.
Love you, Writer Friends.